Hello everybody, this is Gruesome Fox coming at you with a 450 cost rated match here in the Gyan Eos. We are going to be on Resort Development District for this match here, and this is going to be the level 2 version of the Eos. And this is a suit that I was not really anticipating to make a video on, but I got a pretty good match with it recently, and it's not really a suit that I use really at all, honestly. I really cannot remember a time that I've used Gyan Eos that was really memorable. I know I've used the suit in the past, and I've probably only used the level 1. I may have used the level 2 as well, but I don't think I've used it at a level higher than that. I really don't know. Again, I don't really have any solid memories of using this suit. So, since 450 was in rotation, I really wanted to try some suits that were different from what I usually use. Try to use some older suits that I've used before, and really just try some other suits as well. And the Gyan Eos, I saw it and I was like, might be an interesting pick, so I decided to give it a try. The Gyan Eos is a general type mobile suit. It is native to 400 and goes all the way up to 550 at level 2. And it's a fairly simple general. I don't really have too much to say about this suit. So we'll start off with the weapons. You do have the option to use either the Gundam 2 bazooka, which is the weapon I'm using for this match here, or you can use the giant bazooka used by the regular Dom. I don't remember which one is the default weapon. I think the default might be the regular giant bazooka, but either way you have two bazooka options, so it's really up to you which one you want to use. I use the Gundam 2 bazooka because even though it has a longer cooldown time than the base giant bazooka, it also has less ammo as well, but you do get more damage, and seeing that I have the beam gun as a sub-weapon, kind of thought I could use that for in between firing the rocket launcher, but kind of getting ahead of myself there. Your main melee weapon is the beam bayonet, which is a really nice melee weapon. You do have two melee swings with it, and again, it's a pretty long-range weapon, and also has a pretty unique downswing as well. I think the only suit that has the same downswing as this suit is the Gelgook Vertex Gyanos, and that's because that suit does have its own version of the beam bayonet, so not too surprising there. And attached to the beam bayonet, you do have a beam gun, rapid fire, low damage beam gun, pretty nice sub-weapon overall. I don't know what the stagger accumulation for the beam gun is. I really couldn't get a clear read on it, but, it's really just a nice in-between weapon to use, like after you get a stun, or maybe you're not close enough to go in for melee, so you can just kind of use it to get a few chips of damage in. And then you also have the round shield on the left arm as your defensive tool there, which unlike the regular Gyan, your shield here is considered to be an actual shield, and fairly basic. It will sponge up some damage. Again, it's a shield. There's not really too much to say about it other than that. And for your skills, you have Leg Shock Absorber level 2, Emergency Evasion System level 1, High Performance Balancer level 1, Melee Combo Controller level 1, High Spec Ambec level 1, and Anti-Blast Stabilizer level 1. So, fairly basic list of skills here, so again, it's just a really basic general overall. Like, I don't really have anything too big to comment about it. Part of the reason I also wanted to make this video, and I kind of ruined it from what I originally wanted to say with it, because I wanted to bring up how I was working towards getting the suit in SD Gundam G Generation Eternal, because it is part of the Xeon mobile suit development tree, but, recently I did get that. I haven't used it yet, but I really want to try it out because, at least from what I've experienced using the G3 in that game, it seems like the SSR rarity units that you can develop are actually fairly decent. I really like using the G3 in Eternal, so I'm hoping I kind of get that same enjoyment with the Gyan Eos. And we'll see if it ends up being a suit that I use pretty constantly. Just kind of depends on how its kit operates and if I have a good enough pilot for it as well, which I have some pretty decent pilots, so I feel like that's not going to be too much of an issue. But yeah, G Generation Eternal, really fun game, highly recommended. I talked about it a lot on my last Saturday stream, and even was playing it a bit while waiting for matches to change. So yeah, really, if you're looking for a pretty good Gundam mobile game, I would actually recommend that one. Right now our teams are getting pretty close to tied. We do have somewhat of an advantage here. It looks like that's the enemy's Zagok, which is a level 4 Zagok, something that I was not expecting to see during, 450. But, yeah, the Gyan, I know the Gyan got buffed quite a bit back, and I don't think I've tried the buff for it, so, really need to see at some point how the base Gyan is. Not the base Gyan, the base Zagok. I'm already mixing up my suits here, but yeah, base Zagok got buffed and haven't tried it yet, so kind of on my bucket list one of these days. The enemy Nero pilot looks like they're trying to go for the base bomb, so I'm going to try to chase after them. I think they knew what I was trying to do since they do try to fly up, but was able to land a precision rocket shot on them, which I think that might be the first time I have ever hit a pilot who was flying with the bazooka. I don't remember ever doing it before, so I think that might have been again, the first time. Trying to finish off their suit here, but it does look like they spawn back in. They're going to try to go for the base bomb, it looks like, again, or otherwise they're going to try to wait for me. Luckily this time, though, waiting for the bazooka to ready up, was able to get them with the rocket launcher, so that is going to allow me to focus on the enemies over here, which is something I really need to be doing since a good number of our team is pretty low on health right now, so do need to try to move in and support the best I can. Teammates finished off what I think was the full armor Alex there, so was going to try to move in after whoever just spawned in, but looks like they are falling back, so I'm going to give a fallback order just so we can all return to our base and try to stick together. The enemy team is calling support fire, and unfortunately it looks like only one rocket catches me, so not too much damage there. So going to try to get behind the base here and try to see if I can wait for the right opening to try and go in. Mainly since I don't want to die and cost us the game, so waiting for an opening there. Here comes the enemy Zagok, going for a boost jump with the missiles, so pretty interesting tactic there. Gonna focus on the Nero trainer here, just trying to make sure they don't get any more damage in. And take a few more pot shots with the beam gun, and that's gonna be timeout, mission over. And let's see how we did here with the level 2 Gyan Eos. Mission complete, and did get top assists and top damage on my team. Didn't beat my rival, unfortunately, but did get third place, so pretty satisfied with the results there. And got a silver crate, just some recycle tickets there, and yeah, that's everything for the match there. I'm actually surprised this match went as decently as it did now that I rewatched it, since initially I didn't feel like it was that good of a match. I felt like I probably could have done a bit better, but there were some highlight moments from this match that I really liked, so it was one that I decided to use for today's video. But yeah, again, Gyan Eos, it's a pretty simple general. Again, I can't really name anything too special about it, but it's still fun to get it out, just try some of these suits that I have not used or don't really use. So, yeah, that's really all I have for this video here. Comment down below what you think about the Gyan Eos. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later.